So as ladies, we tend to always look for the negative in relationships. Constantly, what is he not doing? What he left his sock on the counter again, like, and we build all this stuff up to things that don't really truly matter. And then we wonder why men are going their own way. But this is one of these prime examples of a lady that is constantly finding the negative, but this lady on stage goes off on her. So let's get into it.
What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, my name is Roberta. My question is a man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with?
What you mean don't have? Hold on, wait a minute.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
Like, he pays all the bills, he take care of the kids, he step in.
How he do that with no ambition?
Because
It sounds like the ambition don't look like you want it to.
I want to like be
I
a
love
homeowner
her.
one day. I want property. I want, no, he got money. But I want.
Are you mad at him or you not?
More.
You know what?
He's complacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we gonna first give attention, and I'm gonna validate your feelings before I move forward. The only reason, not the only reason, one of the reasons I'm gonna say I do understand is because it may just be a personal preference of yours to be attracted to a man that has ambition.
It is.
It's not about whether or not a man can take care of the bills or whatever the case may be. You desire a man that achieves, that wants more, that goes afterwards. And I'm gonna just say this one thing before we go further. Be careful what you ask for. There are so many women that want a man that has ambition until you find out that ambition and quest for it is bigger than his affinity to you. Woo. And that you will come second place to that man's ambition. I'm gonna tell you this, I've been doing this thing for 6 years, 7 years. Probably, matter of fact, it might be 8. First time I came to Chicago, it was by myself, and we did 150 people. And since then, I ain't stopped. This is 2017. We tour all the time. We be tired. We're tired now. And I'm gonna tell you this, it's nonstop, day in, day out, day in and day out. A woman may look at me and be like, bro, I love his ambition, until you gotta live with me, until you gotta sacrifice for it. Woo. So before we get into your question, I just want you to know that you find a man with ambition, you better be prepared to deal with it. But can we answer a real question real quick?
You got a man that's taking care of you.
What do you think about that?
He just worded it so beautifully that dude, be careful what you ask for. But this is what happens when you can't see the beauty that's around you. And then you know what happens is the devil takes it from you. He is going to take it from you because you are sitting here looking at only what you don't have rather than what you do. And so what is the devil going to do? He's just going to take that. He's going to run with that because that's all you're looking at is lack. You're looking at lack. You're not looking at all the blessings that you have around you. So what makes you think that you deserve any of it? So yeah, that may happen. You may fall astray, fall away.
It's getting up and taking care of your family every day. Ambition.
Yes, absolutely. That's the most ambition, because not only this, think about it this way. This is where, oh my goodness, if you want to, we're already selfish beings. So let me help you think about it still kind of in a selfish way, but more in a positive light is that, well, thank God he's taking care of you and the kids. Thank God you have somebody that's doing that. Thank God that he's wanting to take care of you and the kids rather than 8 other households as well. Like, what? Like, that, but we don't give ourselves any consequences as women, because amongst women to women, we don't tell each other these truths. We don't tell each other that, hey, you're kind of being ungrateful and you're being a little bit of a brat, to be honest, because that man is being a great man and he doesn't deserve to be treated that way. Because what if the shoe is on the other foot? Yeah, we don't do any of that as advice givers, as even as elders. give that advice at all. Like we just get sucked into whatever you're feeling, like, oh, poor you, yeah. Like, no, stop giving that type of advice if you actually care about the person, because she's gonna lose her marriage if she doesn't listen to these people. Like, and that's what it is. Like, woman to woman, anybody that's asking you advice, actually give them advice. That's why men know how to be friends better than we do, but we got to correct that, because we now are in a point in a state where none of us women take any accountability for where it's our part. And guess what? It seems like a lot of this is on her. She's ungrateful. She's not seeing her blessings. That's what this all seems to be, in all honesty. The man seems like a great guy. I don't hear any negative there.
Taking care of the kids. He's taking care of the house. And you're sitting up here asking, is he even worth me staying with him? You're not going to understand the magnitude of asking a question like that until that man looks at you and asks if it's worth staying with you.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Do you know what it looks like outside? Do you know how many women are taking care of themselves and taking care of their houses and their kids without a man present that wants to be that partner in that season? Ambition is beautiful. Ambition is a beautiful thing, but partnership is amazing. Having somebody that's willing to be in that with you. I think that is disgusting how we discard people based on a comparison of what we think love is supposed to look like. This don't even sound like a real train of thought. This sounds like an Instagram topic or debate. Is it worth me staying with my man that's taking care of me, my kids, and my house?
That's crazy.
In the year 2025, when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you, and he is taking care of your kids, and you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
You know what's even crazier? Is look at what that does in the eyes of men looking for women. Like, oh man, that kind of example. She's in a relationship right now. Is that going to make men want to be in a relationship or not be in a relationship with women? We got to think about that. Like, you now, sorry, honey, but you are holding our representation of women, because this goes out to thousands of people. Men are going to see this and be like, see, that's why I don't even want to take care of the household. That's why I don't want to take care of these kids, because these ungrateful women that do this stuff, like, why would they want to even do it? I get it. I understand. And we need to be more understanding of that, because this is what we are being represented as these ungrateful women that even if we do get the right guy, we're complaining all the time about the ones that don't do it. Okay. Got it. But even the ones that do, come on. Like, they're going to lose either way. They're like, okay, I'm just going to opt out. I don't, because they're just like that. Okay. They're more benevolent. They're like, okay, I'm not going to even put my foot in the game here, because this is crazy. And it's understanding, like, now we have to take our end of it all, that where we really sunk the ship, ladies. We really sunk the ship. Now, the best that we can do anyways, we can try to control men all we want to do. That ain't going to work. It's not going to work for millennia in the past. It hasn't worked. For in the future, it's never going to work. We cannot control a man, but what you can control is yourself, and you can control how you view things, how you see the beauty in what you're given, how to correct yourself, because that's all you can control. You can't control anyone else outside of yourself. You can only reflect inward and have some accountability about yourself and change it.
Why marry a man that you don't? Why marry a man that you are going to have to try to make him do what you want him to do? Why not marry somebody that was already going that direction? Don't marry someone and they're not enough. You don't even trust your own picker.
That's
you
real.
got a guy and you don't even trust his leadership and just let him go.
And look, we could even get into that, is that, dude, and in all honesty, like, we don't even know how to pick, you know, but that's the thing, is that we can't be trusted either way. And so now we have a lot of work to do. And I think that people like this, shows like this, where women are up there holding other women accountable, we can never have enough of that. We need more of that tenfold over, because there's TikTok with all these women, million trillions of them a day, getting views and likes of this crazy way of selfish thinking. Women aren't bad at all. It's all men. It's got to go. Like, we got to outdo them. That's what it is at this point.
I can talk to you, right? Since we're talking about ambition, right? Let's talk about ambition. No. Wait. I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. But let's talk about ambition. This is what ambition looks like. Ambition looks like this. I'm very ambitious. I done been to 30 cities this year. I got 5 books. But guess what? I gotta pay them bills by myself. I gotta take care of that kid by myself. I gotta take care of that house by myself. So unless you're ready for the aggressiveness that comes with that ambition that you're seeking, then I need you to rephrase what you're asking for.
Let me rephrase it.
Okay, go ahead.
I make my own money. I make
Okay.
more than him.
Ooh.
Right? So I'm not saying I'm some bum that can't take care of my kids, can't take care of the household, nothing like that. He's a good man. But I feel like if he lock in with me, we could be so much greater.
Can I ask
But
one?
he won't lock in with me, and that's the problem.
Can
So
I-
you the man of the relationship.
No, I'm not the man in the relationship.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Time
out.
I submit to him.
Y'all calm down.
Hold on, everybody.
Scenario.
Hold on, look to your left and
I
right.
see our potential together.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the thing. I see what we could be. I see our potential together.
you.
But he cool with where we at right now,
All right, so-
with some like regular stuff.
So let me talk.
Go ahead.
'Cause y'all, hold on, y'all calm down for a second. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to
Hold on
hear
one
what she
second.
said.
You want me to ask that? Okay.
Please, I love you, girl.
okay.
See, I want to hear you.
Okay. Because I think you misinterpreting Kira. That's the
No, I got her.
She got some New York in her. So
I see, but I said I got Chicago in
I
me.
love it
So
because
I need to.
but she's speaking real to you.
No,
baby.
I get it.
Like, because let me help you understand this, because she's speaking real to you right now, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for men to get comfortable. It's okay for that. Because I really hate this type of conversation. I'm gonna say this because sometimes you'll think you want this entrepreneur, or you'll think you want this man who makes 6 figures, until he constantly has to go to work, and he has to constantly deal with these new employers, or has to constantly deal with these new clients, or the clients who fall through and don't pay. And you have a life where it's like, I get to show up as a husband, I get to show up as a man to my woman, I get to show up for my kids, I get to show up and actually lead in this home. It's okay that you make more money. Y'all can still do it that same way, baby. There are ways around it. But unfortunately for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work.
That's real.
Waking up every day and showing up for my children, showing up for my home. Like, that's just as ambitious, especially when you know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression, seasonal depression. Your girl is telling you, you need to do more. And you like, dang, but I'm here. Like, I like where I'm at. And then you don't feel like you're good enough because your girl telling you need to be more ambitious, but she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have, and how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby.
And
It's
see-
the fact that I'm still going, I'm still doing. He can still lead in many ways, even with you making more money. That man can still lead. Like, we have to acknowledge that as well. I don't want you to
Yeah, that's a good point, is that even if you are making more money, when it comes down to it, are you letting him be in that role? Are you letting him lead? She says that she submits to him and lets him lead, but then what is there to complain about then? If that's the case, if he's leading your home, you wouldn't be up here asking these questions, making your household look bad. Why are you here?
Message.
Why are you making your household look bad? No, you don't respect him. No, you don't honor him. No, you don't. What you're doing is you're counting up in your head of ways that you could be better, which is natural. That's what we do. But what you're not doing is you're not looking at what he is doing. And I love something that she said, that they both said, actually, that they made a point of, is that more more money means more responsibilities. And a lot of times that means time away. I mean, unless your man can figure out a way to make more money and get more time with you. Now, that's a whole nother level of things, you know, but the reality is that the part that these women don't talk about especially on social media, that they don't talk about, where they get these men that make all this money and they are out doing all these trips and is the lonely nights, is a lot of time alone only with the kids, where okay, it's great and all, but you miss your husband. You don't get to see him as much. They don't mention that part on social media. And that's what it is that, dude, what do you really want here?
Plus, in a lot of cases, they got to share their husband.
Yes.
You got to share them with them
with other women, especially if they're more ambitious, because what happens? They got to go on work trips. They're away for weeks at a time and making all this money. And then what happens is that another chick is around like that.
A more grateful chick might come around and snatch them from you.
100%. But that's another thing. But we got to consider those things it could be worse, honey. It could be where, and think about that. Like, be careful what you ask for. And I love how the man mentioned that in the beginning. Like, I don't know. He seems like he's a pretty loyal dude at home with you and your kids that is making enough money for all of you. Like, I think that sounds like a pretty good guy. So I don't know, man. Like, not saying that every single guy that goes out and makes a ton of money is that way, but it's harder to be that way, not that way, if you're never home. And you can't be around your wife and around your kids. I understand that. But we don't consider that. We're like, no, my way, only me. You can't even consider what your husband goes through. No, we're too busy all about us, all about what we want out of it. And be careful with that, because very quickly you can lose something really great. And I think that that's what happens a lot nowadays, to be honest. And that's why men don't want to do it. They're out. They don't want to deal with this, you know? But this is amazing, y'all. Let me know what you think about their content. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.